Hello. Hello. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
I've taken enough cold medicine that I feel cogent. Raves, twitch.tv/arbitrarywater. Harley, how do you feel about aliens?
You don't want me to answer that question on screen.
How do you feel about predators?
You definitely don't want me to answer that one on screen.
How do you feel about making them fight?
It's alright, I guess. They could be doing other things.
They could be, They could be asking each other about their feelings.
They could be fucking.
I mean, isn't that the whole concept of the predalien?
They could be consensually fucking.
There's a maintenance passage behind those consoles. See if you can pry one open.
Anyway, what if I told you Wayland Yutani was up to no good?
Gosh. The company is doing evil shit.
I know.
I'm so surprised.
I know, it's impossible.
You're telling me that the corporate entity that purchases entire planets doesn't have our best interests at heart?
You've got to get out of that pod fast.
I'm saying that maybe they want to cover up the stuff they've been doing with the aliens.
How do you feel about Aliens Arbitrary Water?
It's a fantastic movie. Aliens is a tremendous movie.
Better or worse than its predecessor?
They're very different movies. And I'm of the opinion that they're both fantastic. And then, you know, then there were some other ones. And then there were a couple other ones, you know.
And then there was Alien Romulus, which was crazy.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. See, good rule of thumb, if your video game has an alright shotgun, it's probably alright.
Very astute observation.
What are you up to?
They've sealed the passageways. You're gonna have to do this the hard way. There are service hatches at either end of the skyway. You're gonna have to go up.
With a delicious plate of Chinese food.
Yeah, you are.
Watching you play Aliens.
Versus Predators. 2. The third AvP game.
Head back across the skyway. Be careful. The wind's pretty strong out there. Try not to look down.
being assaulted by a piece of broccoli.
I'm sorry.
There should be a hatch there. It'll drop you down into a backup lift. You can get to the surface from there.
Oh, so in my Pillars of Eternity play, I tried out Panther,
Yeah?
specifically the Beckoner archetype.
The one where you just summon twice as much shit?
Yeah, but they're small.
Yeah.
Really funny to get into a fight and summon six gnome skeletons.
Yep. No, it's the best summoner archetype in the game. Because even if they have less health, they kill just as quickly.
Yeah, was not expecting to personally control each one of them.
Yeah, also you have full control over them, yep. But yeah,
Most games,
yeah,
you would summon it and it would be out of your control.
yeah.
It would be friendly,
But yeah, summoning a lot of bullshit just to bog down the enemy is a viable strategy in both Pillars games. As it was in
Holy shit!
Dropship 1, pull up immediately. Dropship 1, report. Over.
that was also a very viable tactic in Baldur's Gate 1. Because in BG1 there was no and this is something they changed in this is something they changed in 2, was there was no real limit on the number of monsters you could summon. Okay, cool, I have a rocket launcher now.
oh, trust me, I'm well aware of the fact that there's no limit to the number of monsters you can summon in games built off of AD&D. I'm playing a cleric in your Friday game, and it's going to be your problem in 12 to 15 weeks.
When you get a high enough level to actually
Summon. Oh yeah, also I wanted to talk to you, and I guess now's as good a time to do it.
Yeah.
So, the religion I've chosen for my character, the clergy of Jas, the Ruby Sorceress.
Yeah.
I've been doing a bit of a deep dive, and
I've got a plan.
Who the hell are you?
it turns out that
You're a girl?
the clerics of Jas
Well, hello
Yeah.
there.
actually
Don't
do
even start with me.
a very
What the hell
similar
is the
thing
hive?
to
Exactly what it sounds like.
Is that where my team's headed?
the Jedi.
Looks that
which
way.
is to say they
But
just
why?
take
Just get me
children
into the tunnels.
and
I have
put
to
them
warn
in
The tunnels
weird
are sealed. There's
religious
no way in
boarding
from here.
schools their
All right.
entire lives.
Get me back to the POC.
Surround
Right team is
them in
there.
religious
I
doctrine.
bet 8
and
heavily
then when
armed
they
Marines and a
turn
dropship can
18,
find a way inside.
just kind of set them out on the world as clerics or paladins.
Yep.
With one critical difference. One of the core
Okay.
doctrines of the Ruby Sorceress's
So why here? Seems like a funny place for an
domains
assemblyman's
is,
daughter to take a summer internship.
She
My
is
brother,
technically a goddess
he died
of
while he was stationed here.
love,
Accidental death, according
love,
to the report.
vanity, and
Eisenberg
desire,
cited himself.
But
I'm
also
sorry.
death.
but also
My brother
death.
was a very meticulous
So
man. He didn't make mistakes.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Maybe so. But he was murdered. I have proof.
Horny
Is that
death
what I'm carrying?
cleric.
Yep. Yep, the lawful neutral
Kenji's research centered on genetic modification.
death
Human
goddess.
Genetics. They used convicts mainly. Pretty sick stuff. It's
Hi,
this
Justin.
place. It brings out the worst in you. I should have stopped him from ever coming here.
Sometimes you just can't hold on tight enough.
I love this man and his dead fish eyes.
Huh?
That's
The
a marine
Innsmouth
I've
look.
never seen one.
Just remembering something.
That vague cross-eye, his eyes just drifting apart.
Yeah.
That is a marine-ass marine. That dude is not worried about the aliens. He wants to know when he's getting his next shipment of crayons in.
Can you hear me now?
Hello,
Yes, we can hear
Justin.
you. Hi, Justin.
Hi. I plugged in a PS4 controller, and Discord was like, "Hey, you want to use that?"
The audio through the PS4 controller, like one of the worst audio devices ever.
So,
Speaking of people who sound like they're coming through a
PS4 controller.
PS4 controller, Chris Zombie Pie Redacted.
Do I not sound good right now?
No,
you sound
something's
kind of
wrong.
like you're talking through a windsaw.
No, I think
So, you seem to be enjoying this, Braden.
I'm having a good time. I even decided to keep playing it and stream today, even though I was a loopy son of a bitch.
Sound better. Yeah. Is there someone with deletion rights?
Oh, that's a robot.
So I was on a Zoom call, and I needed to have a camera, and apparently it defaulted to the microphone on the fucking camera.
Yep.
Using Discord. But I'll just say this: I got done talking to a Tom Pinchuk.
Yeah, you did.
I just wanted to talk to him.
Yeah, you're like
Misery.
anime. It's our vice.
I was in the trenches with that man. So I had to reach out, talk.
Is he still watching
He's
anime?
a fucking teacher in UCLA, my guy. Like, fuck me, man. And apparently he was the lead writer of Ben 10 for 3 seasons.
Huh.
Is he still a big anime fan?
You know, it's still kind of that, and you know, you don't spend that much time fucking that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I think this game is pretty good.
At least the Marine campaign.
Yeah.
The story with most of these games seems to be that the Marine campaign is the best one.
The thing about the Marine campaign is that you can have a story in the Marine campaign because there's people who can talk.
There's that. There's also the way the Marine campaign should work is just a well-established thing. You're a space soldier. If it's any other first-person shooter, you have to come up with something more creative for predators and aliens.
Have they ever made a good Predator game, though?
Is it this game?
Concrete Jungle was pretty okay.
Oh no, I'm gonna fight you on that. I hated it.
Okay, so is a good Predator game a game where you play as the Predator, or a game where you're running from the Predator?
Good question. I think a good Predator game allows you to do both.
What about that asymmetrical kind of survival squad shooter that they made 5 years ago?
I think Brayden's even played that on stream.
I have not played Predator Hunting Ground on stream.
Oh, you haven't? Okay. Then what did you play?
stabbing
Didn't you play a Predator?
Oh, it's one of these tiny little bitches.
Oh, that guy's nibbling on your toes and shit.
I love tiny enemies in first-person shooters. This particular era seemed to have a thing for small, irritating enemies. This Half-Life Halo.
I love enjoying my content.
Oh, anyway, I brought it up, Brayden, is because I wanted to reassure you that I don't plan on being, like, fucking annoying about that type of shit when we play.
Instead, you're going to be annoying about a different type of shit.
Well, you weren't here, you might have heard it in the stream. Yeah, I was talking to Brayden about it. I just kind of picked a god at random and then did my research afterwards. Turns out Venus is the goddess of, is a lawful neutral goddess of death and vanity.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. And you feel that fits your character more.
What?
And you feel that fits your character better.
Well, no, I picked her randomly and then learned about that afterwards, and I just wanted to.
Oh. I thought you switched gods for a bit.
No, so my first god was Amontor, which is a sun god, but not a Greyhawk sun god. So I just went to the Greyhawk Pantheon list. And was like, that one seems neat, that sounds funny. And then, like, 2 days ago, I was like, I wonder what this god's actually about, and went and read all the shit about her. And it turns out that her whole religion operates kind of like the Jedi from Star Wars, except about making weirdly horny paladins.
Yeah.
Weirdly Horny
Alright, cool,
Paladins
great.
is the name of my metal group. This is something that maybe Justin will get as the metal man. I've got a student who is, let's say, on the spectrum, and very much so, but functional in a classroom, a general education classroom. I've noticed that he listens to a lot of metal music and death metal at that. And like usually repeating the same 20 to 15 second clips over and over again before moving on to the next one. And his reasoning is, because they shout, I understand them better than other music.
I wouldn't say that most of the time I understand harsh vocalists clearly, although there are definitely some that I've listened to enough where I'm like, okay, I
wanted to share
can tell what they're saying.
He listens to a very specific type of, let's say, hard metal, thrash metal.
Okay.
Yo, that
thrash metal.
The stanky leg on your corpse.
I mean, you have heard what I listened to over the album club. It can go all over the place, but usually the songs are like 10 minutes long, so it's probably not exactly that, or it could be.
I don't know. It's something. I would say his stuff is maybe a bit lighter and slower than your shit. Like opeth at best, or at worst.
Yeah, also give him time, because when I was in high school, I was not listening to, like, I had sought out the heaviest, fastest stuff I could, and I was like, ew. And then later on, I was like, okay, yeah, this.
I just don't know if that's gonna itch the same itch that he has right now going for him in terms of why he is exploring this genre in the first place.
Okay.
Because they're shouting, I understand it better.
No, I mean, maybe. I mean, for me, it's just, I like the intensity. I like the contrast. I think the thing I like a lot is the contrast that a lot of the longer metal songs have, where they'll have a moment where they slow down and become Pink Floyd or like a jazz thing for a couple minutes. The contrast between the really harsh sounds and that really works for me.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, it's not too far off in terms of why I listen to Cosmo. I like tonality. I like tonality more than like Sonic's, classical music is there's an entire crease where it's all about tonality.
How on God's green earth do you shoot a gun like that while standing backwards on a ladder? Are you gripping the ladder rungs with your ass cheeks?
It's a game from 2001. That's how. That's the power of lift tech, baby.
That's the power of good video games.
Back when video games were good, damn it.
Yeah.
I like that your flares are sticky.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the walls are probably sticky too, but like, you know, because they're covered in xenomorph gunk.
You posted that channel in the music thing about classical music channel that you were recommending.
Yeah.
Good for getting into. Because the thing about classical
that
music
guy's like
to me,
the best music reviewer in the classical music.
I like some of what I've heard of, and like sometimes I will go listen to like Vivaldi's Four Seasons or something like that.
So like his good job is he has this series called Repertoire where it's like, okay, so you figured out that you're interested in classical music, but now you're overwhelmed with the fact that you have to find the right accompaniment or the right performance.
Like seeking out classical music to
There's
listen
no
to.
album.
It's such a different world from.
No, yeah, his repertoire where he's like, no, these are the different, like, if you want something that is intense and quick, a quick version of Rites of Spring, this is the one you should listen to. If you want something that's slower, this is the one. If you like Sonics, this is the one. This is the one. This is the one.
To like all those things.
You probably want to listen to the most perverse version of the Rite of Spring. Like an absolute fucking sadistic version of the Rite of Spring. Maybe the most controversial version of the Rite of Spring, which is, God, I can't find it. Where is it?
Just listen to all of them at the same time.
No.
Okay, yeah.
I like that your flashlight is not actually a flashlight, but is instead actually a top-down light. That
it works like the original Half-Life slide did. That's what they could do at the time.
No, I know.
Speaking of a whole bunch of music being played at the same time, there was a YouTube video where someone compiled every drum fill from the metal band Death and played it at the same time, and I need to find it. Here it is.
God damn it, where is it?
Like, I very genuinely like the flashlight appears to be more of like a fucking spotlight that's pointing vaguely where your cursor is.
Yeah, I believe it's meant to be a shoulder-mounted light.
Not Shostakovich. God damn it.
Harrison, looks like you're going to have to reset the power relay to get that
Don't
door
want
open.
Shostakovich.
It should be directly under your position. Look for a stairwell.
I am.
I
don't want boulettes.
The boys say hi too.
Debussy for you and me.
Here's a good question that you should be able to answer. How are you supposed to pronounce Claude Debussy's last name?
Debussy.
Debussy.
Okay.
Debussy.
French.
Yeah, he's French.
Okay.
Okay, I got the smart gun again. It's all fine.
God damn it.
Hey. The auto-aim machine gun is always good to hold.
I can't.
Is this a permanent? Is this a permanent part of your arsenal, or do you have to throw it away?
I have ammo for it.
But I mean, like, when you run out, can you keep it in your back pocket,
Yes.
or do you have to drop it?
Oh, no, wait. It's Stokowski's fourth. Tchaikovsky's fourth. He does it in the most demented, most sadistic way. He plays it at least, like, the entire finale, like, in twice the speed that you're supposed to. And it's Tchaikovsky's fourth. It's fucking... So something that's supposed to be 8 minutes, he does it in 2.
That sounds deranged.
Jesus. His poor orchestra.
No, oh, yeah.
That sounds more like they were trying to accomplish a feat.
No,
Then-
Stokowski's, like, incredibly controversial, but he's also, like, super important. He's the one that actually did all of the music in Fantasia. It was him.
Where's the link to this thing?
But Stokowski also believed in, it's my fucking performance. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. And so he believed in doing things such as reinterpreting the music, adding in his own accompaniments, changing things, which at the time was incredibly common. And he would do things where it's like, yeah, it's a violin quartet. What if I did it for a Philharmonic orchestra? It's like, what the fuck? It's like, yeah, you're gonna have to do the entire brass section. It's like, I got you. I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. Also, he's a conductor who refused to he was the first real conductor famous for not using a baton and conducted using freehand. Braden, you don't sound good.
It's okay. I'm great.
Brain and arbitrary water dies on
I managed to mute myself on stream, at least.
Awesome.
So people didn't... So
That would
only
be-
you got
that
to
would
hear
be
my
amazing.
coughing fit.
See, this just sounds like music at normal speed to me.
No. No.
I'm just kidding.
The finale is like one of the all-time greatest finales in classical music. Like, I'll share this now. Notice how this performance is 8 minutes and 38 seconds long. It's how long it's supposed to be. So, yeah.
Maybe he just wanted to get it over with.
No, he just believed, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want, goddammit.
I'm just,
That's
I'm just
great.
Being an asshole. I'm just being an asshole. I'm glad he did it faster than everyone else.
So, when I was playing Resident Evil with Joku last night, Chris, you're a bad movie fan.
Yeah. What did you force Joku to watch this time?
No, I told him, have you ever heard of the movie Tiptoes?
Yes. What
With
the
Matthew
fuck is wrong?
McConaughey.
How do you
and-
know what the fuck that movie is?
Because I was reminded of it by the Giant Bomb Discord.
Okay, why don't you describe to the audience that doesn't know what Tiptoes
Okay,
is
so
about?
Tiptoes is a movie that came out in 2003-ish. It stars Matthew McConaughey, Kate Beckinsale,
Can't be that bad.
and Gary Oldman, and Patricia Arquette.
Tons of talent happening here.
Yeah. And
the
it's
problem,
about
Brayden?
a couple who, they're lovey-dovey, they're married, and whatever. And unfortunately, Matthew McConaughey has a deep, dark secret.
What's his deep, dark secret?
He's from a family of dwarfs.
Oh my god, does he have small feet?
No, so his twin brother is played by Gary Oldman, who I need to remind you is not a little person. And also is about 13 years older than Matthew McConaughey.
So what did they do to make him a small person?
He's just on his fucking knees.
They had all the actors act on their knees. And you can clearly tell that they're just walking and standing on their knees. They didn't even, do the Lord of the Rings thing of having people, move around and use, perspective and shit.
And using little people as, for the wide shots.
Yeah, I feel like Peter Jackson figured out how to do that.
So anyway, it's a movie where, the whole conflict of the film is that Matthew McConaughey and Kate Beckinsale don't know if they want to keep the baby just in case the baby's a little person. As if being a small person is
That sounds vaguely offensive. And by vaguely I mean incredibly.
That sounds horribly offensive.
I did say by vaguely I mean incredibly.
It's nightmarish.
Do you reckon when people like that of incredible talent like that get signed up for a movie such as Tiptoes, do they know beforehand what it's gonna be?
I mean, so I have to imagine some of it's just hey, my agent showed me the script and it seemed neat. And then, some actors... if you're Gary Oldman, you're Gary Oldman is a professional.
Yeah. Yeah. But he's not above getting a paycheck.
But he's not above getting a paycheck. Matthew McConaughey, is Matthew McConaughey. Also, what if I told you that a pre-famed Peter Dinklage is in this movie as a French anarchist named Jacques?
So they did have the capabilities of hiring.
Yes.
Little people.
Yes.
I mean, even if they did, the premise itself is fucked up. It's so fucked.
Yeah.
You know what? Shout out to Peter Dinklage continually setting the cause back. Making things worse in every era.
I think I can override that door for you. Just give me a few seconds.
Has he? Beyond this movie that we're talking about. I don't know. I don't keep up with it.
Oh, yeah, no. You remember the live-action Snow White movie? He's partially responsible for all of the dwarves being CGI monstrosities.
You know what?
Okay.
Maybe you don't want that movie on your credit, though.
Yeah, maybe it's okay that those are CGI monstrosities. I don't know.
Well, he wasn't even gonna be in the movie. He was just, they never reached out to him and he was upset about it. So he went on, he did an interview where he was I can't remember exactly what he said, but it got taken out of context and it basically got twisted around to people being
is it his fault if his words got twisted around?
I mean, he could have not went on and did the interview in the first place when they didn't reach out for a shitty live-action remake.
It's fine.
Hey, here's the good news. If you didn't get a role in a shitty live-action remake, there's going to be There's always going to be another chance.
I mean, he got that big breakout role in Destiny, right? Surely he's doing fine now.
Yeah. No, I believe Monsieur Dinklage is doing just fine.
That Game of Thrones money was...
Yeah, hey, guess what?
Small.
He absolutely deserves that Emmy.
Though there is a little bit of flanderization with his specific character.
Yeah, oh yeah, sure.
I mean, yeah, the show definitely paints him as a better person than the books do.
Yeah,
Although
no,
even
the
in the books, he's not a bad person. I mean, not as bad as, you know, that cast.
But
Yeah.
also, yeah, like, the whole thing with Tyrion is that
He's
know.
the least bad
Yeah.
Lannister. On account of hating the guts of every single one of his family members, except maybe Jaime occasionally, every once in a while.
Yeah.
It's been years. Would you guys say that the Game of Thrones TV show is worth watching, considering where it goes?
I mean, hey, I'm going to reiterate this. I have never seen more than, like, 2 episodes of the Game of Thrones TV show, because I was the asshole who's like, I read the books! I read the books, you guys!
I saw all of season 1, and my problem with it was that it felt like they would move characters into place where they needed to be, instead of like having them naturally show up there. It's like there'd be a scene where like Littlefinger and what's his name? Sean Bean showed up in the same room and had an argument with each other and then left for no reason. It's just they needed this to happen to make the story move along, so it happened.
I just feel like there are too many B plots by the time you get closer to the end of that show where
I think that show did a great job of showcasing a lot of actors and actresses who are now reaping the rewards of... Listen, I'm saying Lena Headey was always good.
That would be a huge one, but I think it could have had like 15% less tits.
Yeah, but it's HBO. HBO always sells itself on being able to do things that mainstream TV can't.
And now all TV has tits.
You get the one
surprisingly, the last couple years of television has been surprisingly titless.
Is
you're
that
not watching the right shows on Netflix? I'll say that. My favorite example of, we don't need to worry about this shit, is the very first episode of Netflix's version of Lucifer.
I have a signal, sir.
It starts with Lucifer walking in on an orgy.
All right, let's move.
In progress. And it's like, oh, right.
Netflix's version of Lucifer does Netflix have a different version than the one that aired on TV?
They picked up the show after it got canceled for a season.
I didn't know that. That's kind of a strange tonal shift, because Lucifer the show was very...
I had a coworker.
Subtle, but light on the...
I had a coworker who was very much this was when I worked for insurance. She really liked that you could see that you could see Lucifer's bare ass in that show a lot.
Yeah, they have the male Lucifer walking around buck-ass naked. Nothing full frontal, but you see his butt. And that man has
he has a nice booty.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that show now that we know what we know.
Well, I don't really want to comment on the show itself. The guy that got to play him, though, has, like, the most fucking... He was uncomfortably shredded. Like, he wasn't big, but
that
he
show in general is just good. It's like a good show.
Like, he wasn't a big person, but he was just toned enough and just dehydrated enough that it looked almost alien.
But let's just say...
Alien?
There's a reason why that show's not going to get another season.
Alien?
Alien.
But
You
anyway.
should try to shoot that.
It's just an emergency light. This is one of those elevator stops you have to kill a couple waves around these areas. It's always... I wonder if the elevator will just leave you if you stay here.
Oh, I see. You're supposed to get off.
Get off this train.
Yay for late 90s, early 2000s level design.
I have a knife. That's all I need. That's not true.
When do you think first-person level design was figured out?
Half-Life.
Halo. No.
Not Half-Life 1. Half-Life 1 has some pretty good level design, but it also has some really bad level design.
Well, even Halo has fucking all those flood levels.
Yeah, like
stuff
Halo
has.
1. Halo 1.
So
The
I would
last
say
half. The last half of Halo 1 is the first half backwards and at night.
Yeah, but that was a great. That was like a wild thing
it's,
to do.
Yeah, it's great, but also the level design is not good. It gets a vibe and atmosphere across.
Yeah, also
and the combat
flood
is good
levels
enough.
Suck shit.
The combat is good enough to hold it up. But the level design maybe isn't great.
I can't remember what level it is, but there's one level in Halo that is unironically harder to finish on easy than it is on legendary, because the level trigger end is tied to a pair of those flying laser drones. They have to die for the level to end, and on easy mode they have the Flood have so little health that you have to kill them yourself to end the level.
I'm not sure which level you're talking
Also,
about.
a Halo checkpoint. Am I right?
I mean, it was better than... Halo checkpointing was better than every other game's checkpointing for quite some time.
I would rather be able to be forced to do my own saves.
Oh yeah, I agree, but
I have to deal with Halo's checkpoints. Let me quick
I
save
would agree.
load. I'm so glad that clip.
Halo 3 once checkpointed me as right before a Wraith shot killed me. So why did you step down there?
Just fucking... Just lock in and dodge it, Justin.
Yeah, well, I did eventually get out of that scrape, but it took me an hour of repeating the same 15 seconds over and over and over.
You should just redo the level then.
It's like that one scene from Kung Pao where the dude's about to get hit in the head and the whole movie freezes and the voiceover. It was like, now I've got two choices here. I could dodge to the left and retaliate with a 6 spin kick, or I could eat this knife to the face and roll around on the ground crying like a little baby. Let's see what I choose.
That scene's so
Ooh,
good.
You chose wrong.
That scene's so good. Remember, it has the fucking... that fight also has the Baby Got Back playing in the back. Well, he pulls out his fucking boombox and he's just playing Baby Got Back while the fucking fight happens. Oh, I love that movie. Kung Pao's great. Oh, it's so good. It does. It's a little racist, but it does. I mean... the very premise of that movie is racism, but... yes.
Up the stairs on the right. Oh god, get out of there, Harrison.
I could dodge to the belly with a sick, high-spinning kick. Or I could eat this knife to the face and roll around on the ground crying like a little baby.
Looks like the console's fried too.
Ooh, I picked the
You're gonna have to get to landing bay 3.
Master Betty. It's great.
I'm gonna bet that electricity hurts.
Head for the APC doors below
Or not.
on the left.
That's the whole point, though.
Oh!
I mean, wasn't that the case with the last game you played? No. That game's okay.
Wait, what game is really hard? I was watching this out. Yeah. The one by, was it Rebellion?
If you play that, you have to play it using the Jaguar controller. Are you playing this game with? Are you playing this game with the Jaguar controller? But you gotta play with a Jaguar controller. What are you doing? It's perversion.
I found out that our podcast, no, our D&D friend Brad has been playing Duke Nukem 3D with a controller. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with
Fine. I mean, those games came out on XBLA.
I know.
If I join the main podcast and playing Duke Nukem Forever, I'll probably
Not
play.
Duke Nukem Forever. Duke Nukem 3D is what I meant.
No, I know. I was talking about the Duke Nukem 3D, but you're reminding me that if we get a certain amount of subscribers, we have to play fucking Duke Nukem Forever. Well, they need to. But he has to finish that shit, because fuck him, that's why. He's gonna get to that elevator scene and fucking hate it.
Have y'all recorded the Caves of Cut episode yet?
No. I don't know. Reach out to Gino. You need to be on that podcast to advocate for that game's actually good.
Don't want to be on that podcast.
I think the only person who's... I think the only person who disliked that game that's going to be on that podcast was Gina.
Are you Marxism? Wait, oh.
You've got to get out of there before that thing finds you. The landing bay isn't far. Should be just up ahead. Hurry!
What's up, Harley? What's up, Harley?
It's a post about, it's a silly, stupid fandom post about Steve and Eddie from Stranger Things.
I see.
it's just underrated shipping dynamic is Steve being confident and flirty while Eddie is over in the corner drenched with sweat, breathing like a fucking pug, trying to stop himself because of his principles. Like, I can't like him. He was prom king. We hate the monarchy.
Looks like the console's fried too.
Anyways, I was sharing the scene in question from Kung Pao. So fucking good.
It's
such a good movie. Except for the races, but such a good movie.
I want to watch the original at some point.
The original movie it's based off of?
Yeah, the movie they dubbed over.
Go through the landing bay. Head for the APC doors below you on the left.
No, so from what I recall is it did have an audio track, and the original movie is also a kung fu parody.
So they picked a comedy movie that was, I remember reading about this. It was meant to be dumb on purpose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
It's just that the original movie had a lot of, like, comedy that wouldn't appeal to a Western audience at the time, so they changed everything.
Do you like Kung Pao chicken, though?
Harrison, I'm picking up an energy surge just ahead. Be careful.
So did you know that... Sorry.
Fucking the song they chose and the timing is it's cinema. It's real cinema. Ugh.
So anyways, so the weird thing about Kung Pao chicken is that it actually is one of those weird... It is one of those popular Chinese dishes that actually came from China. It's not some sort of, like, Americanized version of... No, it actually genuinely started in Sichuan province. So, but the thing is that when communism, during the Cultural Revolution, they needed to change the name Kung Pao or Kung Pao because it's named after a Qing dynasty official, like someone associated with the Qing dynasty, which they were trying to replace and say was the worst thing to ever happen to China. The problem is, it's literally one of the most popular dishes in China. So they were like, so we can't call it that, we're calling it spicy chicken on a plate. Just call it spicy chicken. And it's like, but the problem with that is we have like 100 spicy chicken dishes. What do we
It's like
fucking do?
100 spicy chicken dishes.
But anyways, the spicy chicken was Kung Pao. They changed the name. And then Deng Xiaoping came around and was like, all right,
I don't
fine.
like this one bit. It
You
wasn't
can do
an
the
accident, man.
capitalism
Rykov's
as long
leaving
as
us
you
to
pay
die.
the CCP its money.
You picked a hell of a time to be right about something.
Me, Deng Xiaoping, making...
Fucking communism.
Yeah, I know. Fuck it. The worst. Fucking communists.
Don't get me wrong, internet. I hate capitalism too. Humanity is not meant to abide by an economic system. They have acid for blood.
I mean,
know
frankly,
that?
all of these games have to play fast and loose with the whole acid for blood thing.
I want to play an immersive sim alien game where if you kill an alien with a gun or any kind of explosive or cutting tool, it just pops a little timer up in the corner that is how long you have until the thing you just killed explosively decompresses the space.
Okay.
It's a little bit more detailed. So in the first,
it's the scene from Event
so
Horizon.
in the first movie, they actually address that because they are on the spaceship when they find out it bleeds acid, and they run down several floors to like try to catch the acid or something, but it stops. It doesn't
completely burn through the ship's hull.
Yeah.
True. Counterpoint. I think it would be really funny to try and... I think it would be really funny to play a prank on games journalists by the first time, just putting it in the game so that the first time they killed an enemy, they have 15 minutes after that in which to complete the entire game.
So... I assume you played Alien Isolation.
I have. I think it should be harder and more unforgiving.
That's a statement.
I actually agree with Harley.
I think it should kick you in the dick even more.
It's already 3,000 hours long. It's fine.
Yeah, I think the problem with that game is that you just figure out which closet you need to jump into to avoid getting murdered at some point. It's like, I have to go to this spot to not get killed by the alien. So it just becomes like a race game, a run-based game almost.
Also learning how far
What?
The alien has a limited set of visual sensors coded into its head. That's how it knows when you're behind it and walk over its head.
I don't care. HR Gargo said their tongues were penises.
I don't think Alien Isolation shies away from that.
Yeah, I definitely remember sucking down that tongue a lot.
Hey, Braden, how's your video game going?
I accidentally shot a Marine.
We should get that and put it on the soundboard. I don't know how to do all that though. And it's like 10:50 here, so I need to go to bed.
What? Oh, I have 13 health.
You're in the Friday game, right, Justin?
Yes, I will be there Friday.
Excellent. See you on Friday.
I'll talk to you
Hopefully
Friday.
I am
or tomorrow,
not sick.
Somebody's phones. I mean, if you're still sick and you feel like you need to take a day, that's fine. We already have one guy out anyway.
We'll see. I should hopefully be better.
How long have you had this cold?
I really only started feeling it yesterday.
It usually takes me a week to be like 100% fully recovered.
And I was feeling real bad this morning. I am more cogent today, so I did therapy remotely over Zoom. And like halfway through our session, my therapist was like, "You seem like you're having a really rough time right now. Maybe we should just call it and you should take a nap." So we did. Yeah, and then I took a nap. But now I'm like, damn, I want to see if I can finish the Marine campaign. And then, and then I'll play as the Predator, and then I'll play as the alien, and I'll get motion sick.
That's kind of always been a problem with this series, is being the alien and crawling walls is just nauseating.
Yeah. I mean, it's also the whole point. Like, if you're an alien, you want to be a fast little freak who can crawl walls and...
But it just seems like similar to the problem of Sonic goes fast, but you need to lose an amount of control as you go fast. Being an alien crawling walls is something that is expected, yet it results in this, I'm not going to say catastrophic, but this, consequence. There's a consequence to it.
Well, we can try that one out, too. Hey, what's up, fellow Space Marines? You surely won't die in a scripted occurrence.
If you override the security system, I can contact your ship.
Oh my god, the alien got them.
Harrison, the signal's fluctuating. Find the comm center and get it online.
Oh. Oh.
I'm contacting the Verloc now. There's a dropship inbound from the Verloc. ETA 15 minutes. Make sure that landing bay is clear of xenomorphs.
There we go. Now we're playing with power. did it.
Congratulations. You won. Nothing.
You beat the
I
level.
got a signal, Frosty, but it's weak.
Tomiko.
I've done a little research. I'll feed you coordinates of a viable entry site. It's your best bet for finding your team.
Mother says the schematics show an emergency landing bay near the pods. Can you get there?
I'm still uploading. Get your team, then get me.
I'm coming back for you, Tomiko.
You'd better.
You should have a visual in a few minutes.
You've got an escape plan, right?
Yeah, down the main lift, across the canyon floor, through a gate, and up an elevator to the auxiliary landing bay. I can get there in 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Easy.
Oh!
Down and taken her up to a safe altitude. I'll be circling above and come back to you when you make a topside again. Tomoko's going to feed you information as long as the signal holds.
Oh. Now we're playing. Whoops. Oh, it's also a laser. Alright, how do I activate this elevator? Where is the switch? Is there a power switch? You ever sneeze and it just hurts?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
You're at that stage now.
Yeah.
Did you remember to drink your Ovaltine to get your minerals? Yes,
I took some.
You're gonna need them.
I took some emergency this morning because I love placebos, and I love 1,000 times % my daily vitamin C intake. I just want to see I just want to see what I can see.
Once you start down and taken her up to a safe altitude, I'll be circling above and come back for you when you make it topside again. Someone code's going to feed you information as long as the signal loads.
Remember when colored lights were cool?
Yeah, I
For
remember Quake. And I remember
yeah, Quake
Unreal.
2, yeah.
I remember when it's like you can get around the shortcomings of early shading by just filling things with color. It was a different time then. Right?
Yeah. Hello, Rio. How's your sleep? Okay, I'm just missing something really obvious, aren't I? Yep. Yeah, I was. Pretty good sleep, 8 out of 10. That's good. That's good.
This is an old survey site. They abandoned it after the POC went down. These ruins are ancient, tens of thousands of years old. They're powered by geothermal energy using incredibly sophisticated reactors. We haven't even begun to understand this technology. We know for sure that the bugs aren't indigenous to this planet, so whoever lived here must have been breeding them. Guess they ran into complications.
I'll say it again. They should make a sequel to Alien Dark Descent that is just AvP themed. Also, they should make another one of these games, but good. Oh, these are Wayland Yutani bots. I have to assume this is one of the last levels.
Mm-hmm.
because it's giving me the walker.
That portal is steam-powered. The turbines must be clogged. Follow the pipes and clear out whatever's obstructing the steam flow.
Oh, I fell too far.
Once you start down, I'm taking her up to a safe altitude. I'll be circling above and come back for you when you make it topside again. Tomoko's going to feed you information as long as the signal holds.
Well, hopefully I will feel better enough that we can record our N-Gage podcast this weekend.
We can move it to, like,
Monday. Yeah.
This is an old survey site. They abandoned it after the POC went down. These ruins are ancient, tens of thousands of years old. They're powered by geothermal energy using incredibly sophisticated reactors. We haven't even begun to understand this technology. We know for sure that the bugs aren't indigenous to this planet, so whoever lived here must have been breeding them. Guess they ran into complications. That portal is steam-powered. The turbines must be clogged. Follow the pipes and clear out whatever's obstructing the steam flow.
Yeah, we are getting a sequel to Alien Isolation, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm kind of optimistic, even though that division of creative...
Even though they closed that team, but I guess they didn't fire all of them?
Yeah, that's the confusing part, right? really am thinking about this, man. It's such a fucking bummer, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, finally. What if the alien queen was a sexy lady?
Like, they literally had James Gunn doing a hype circuit talking about all these ambitious plans that he had for fucking the DC films. Now, admittedly, he only mentioned Rocksteady and NetherRealms.
Yeah. But also, I mean, you know, the monolith of even of this era is not the monolith of Shadow of Mordor, right? And it sounds like there was enough turnover at the studio that even the monolith of Shadow of War was not the monolith that tried and failed to make that Wonder Woman game for 6 years. But also, Warner Brothers, as a game publisher, has proven time and time again that they do not want or care about their video game division. But they can't get rid of them. Also, that fucking Hogwarts game made a bunch of money.
Yeah, that's the dichotomy of their whole situation. Is they want to pull out of video games, and then every now and again they make the biggest video game of the year.
Yeah, and they make that Hogwarts Legacy, which made $1 bajillion.
And, you know, like, MK1, maybe it did underdeliver, and I'm not a huge fan of the whole team tag thing. But that game still apparently sold more than Street Fighter 6.
Yep. No, MK still sells very well. Even though I think MK11 is a much better game.
But yeah, like Hogwarts Legacy was also the best-selling game of 2018.
That was not Call of Duty, yeah.
I think it actually outsold Call of Duty.
Damn.
Should be just ahead now. You're close. Great. Now what? Harrison? Signal's cutting out. I'm having trouble on my end.
But yeah, you know, I mean, you could argue that we've reached the point to where now I think that it's still Street Fighter 6 #1 in terms of popularity within the fighting game community. And I think that Guilty Gear has been bumped down by Tekken. But all of these games, all three of those, they still don't sell as well.
Yeah, I mean, competitive MK is just a boondoggle for Sonic Fox to get a trophy every year. And I wish them the best with that.
Well, also, like, let's be honest. NetherRealms doesn't give a shit. Like, they just don't. They like making characters that are just fun and just having wacky hijinks in their
No, they've never been great at,
they
like,
really
fighting
don't
game
care about
balance.
meta. They genuinely don't give a shit.
That's an exosuit. Frosty, is that you?
It's just me with a gun.
Frosty, watch out. Something big is coming your way.
Alright, we're fucking going.
Frosty, we're in a bit of a tight spot. They're still coming. God damn it. Stay focused, Marines.
Well, they gave me the exosuit for one level at least. Now it's just me and an alien hive with a pistol. Going into these flesh-like orifices.
Pull out.
I'm gonna say, take that, aliens. I'm the predator now. I have a knife. No, let me grab the smart. Oh. Oh. Oh.
You hear that? That's an exosuit. Frosty, is that you? Frosty, watch out. Something big is coming your way. Good to see you, Frosty. We're in a bit of a tight spot. They're still coming. God damn it. Stay focused, Marines. Pull out!
Hey, don't mind me. I'm just, Alright, good night.
I don't know how like that President David Haddad can run Warner Brothers games for almost a decade, oversee these assignments, especially Monolith's Wonder Woman project, and just see that the studio was like bleeding and shedding talent, and
also,
this project is going on for 8 fucking years with no real noticeable good progress. Like, you shut it down earlier than that.
Yeah, I just... It's almost like... they don't care.
But yeah, like, there were the earlier reports prior to this that WB Games just wanted to sell itself.
But the problem is, the value of WB Games...
it's just not valuable enough if you don't have the fucking IPs that Warner Brother owns. Like, those studios weren't gonna sell for a ton.
I mean, yeah, there's definitely some serious Sam energy to this game. That's correct. I gotta get my bros.
did you see the other thing, which is the Callisto Protocol team has basically been cut down to a fucking skeleton crew?
Yeah.
God, I wish I liked that.
I wish that game, I could defend that game as being like a hidden gem. Oh. I did it! Let's see if this is the end, because that felt like the end. So yeah, let's see, Marine campaign, around 3 hours. Let's see.
Make for the labs. Get me a connection to Tomiko, now.
Are you okay?
We did it. We're coming for you.
You'll pass on the data to my father?
You can give it to him yourself. We're airborne now.
Get clear then. Hurry.
What are you talking about? I'm on my way.
No time.
Don't give up, Tomiko. You hear me?
They're not going to save this place. I won't let them.
Whatever you're doing, stop! Get to the landing bay.
What's your first name, anyway?
Andrew.
Take care, Andrew. Tomiko out.
Tomiko. Tomiko!
I'm reading power spikes off the scale. Hold on, everyone.
Oh my god, she blew up their thing!
Tomiko.
She didn't nuke it from orbit, she nuked it from ground! Not Tomiko. All right. Oh yeah!
You having a fun time now?
Look at this fun little UI treatment. Let's play on hard because we're gamers.
Are you a real gamer?
You ever play AvP 2000?
Yeah.
Is this better or worse?
This seems better than that. Because it's not, weirdly punishing.
I'm playing Mash Soul.
I can't help you.
I've won the last 3 games I've played.
Are you playing against real
expert.
humans?
Yeah. I've only ever played against real humans. Expert, baby.
Oh, yeah! Predator.
It's gotta be around here somewhere.
Oh, they're the ones that make the noise,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Live in the desert?
Yeah. Yeah, they go. Yeah.
They travel in numbers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Single file to hide their tracks.
Was this the 360 era one?
That one's just called Alien vs. Predator.
Of
Confusingly.
course. That's the third AvP
You're overdue
game?
for your
No, it's the
medication.
fourth if you count the Jaguar
It
one.
slows the mind.
Great.
I wish to be effective.
Pain won't make you effective. General Rykov, I picked it up again. Definitely some sort of thermal anomaly.
Meteor?
Oh god, these character models.
No, sir.
Lift tech,
it's
baby.
slowing down. Sir, it's changing course. Zeta region. We have remote
It's hard
monitors
to even
there.
put my finger on what's wrong
Good.
with them,
I want visuals.
which is impressive
It's
in its
the
own right.
it's the weird dead eyes.
Something about their proportions is also weird.
That's right. There's also the Capcom AvP brawler.
Call the containment teams.
Arcade games
Yes, sir.
don't count. Arcade games aren't real.
The energy surge came from this general area.
I'm not reading anything now.
Well, there was definitely some...
Oh my god!
I don't know. All squads proceed to rendezvous point.
Am I seeing
Alright,
things?
but can you do the thermal vision? If you don't do the thermal vision, what's even the point? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you want.
Yeah. Oh, it's like Assassin's Creed 3. Look at you up in the treetops. I hate my father so much. This just looks like a giant Citizen Kabuto map. Mention giant Citizen Kabuto once and it just has an allergic reaction. I thought you liked cheeky British humor, Braden.
Oh god. Anyway.
Did you also see the obviously, you know, leak culture and leakers, yeah, whatever,
Yeah.
right? But apparently Fable was totally on track for releasing in 2025, but the reason for this delay supposedly is
Was
just
to
wait-
launch day one on PS5.
No, to have the PS5 version. Just they didn't have the PS5 version without this delay.
I'd believe that. Also, they haven't shown that game.
It's a lot of cinematics with Richard
Richard Ayoade.
Iowade, yes. I call him Peyote. What did I call him?
Richard Peyote.
Yes.
And surprise, surprise, Square Enix canceled their NFT game.
Well,
Good.
canceled.
Canceled. No more further seasons.
They still put that thing out.
Yeah. I don't know if they made their money back, but
I hope they didn't.
I bet they did. Falcon, you know those fucking NFT fuckos. They spend money on stupid shit.
Yes, they pulled a lot of people into that.
They absolutely made their fucking money back. It's just they're not making more money to justify keeping those servers running.
Yeah.
I gotta hunt down human prey.
Yeah.
But it is funny to think that the previous CEO absolutely thought that that was the future. Fucking fuck. Shit.
I'm being told, oh, I love Turok 2. Listen, we could play Turok 2 right now.
No, don't play Turok 2.
What?
If you're gonna play the first one. The second one is...
Second one is perhaps... Are you telling me that perhaps Turok 2 and Turok 3 are both video games that are perhaps trying more than the hardware they are on is capable of delivering?
Yeah, that PC version of Turok that's available right now is pretty good.
Yeah, the Night Dive version of Turok 1 is surprisingly playable, Raves Twitch.tv.
There's a lot of you going back and forth looking for secrets.
It's like a Metroidvania, Vrelkin.
Except bad.
Except bad. So like a Metroidvania. Hey, oh. Pew, 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 pew. I'm sick.
You finally agree with me.
What are you talking about? I've always been, like, there are a handful of Metroidvanias I really like, but the genre as a whole is not, like, something I am jumping for.
Yeah, like Metroid Prime.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. You stupid asshole.
You've been sick. You don't like it when I do that bullshit. I love it. See? Now, you might be sick, but I can tell when the true Brayden is still there.
I'm down with the sickness, but I'm not down with your opinions. Ooh, ah. Oh, that was acid. Oh. Whoops.
That little video
bobbing.
games are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bob. That one bob, then down to the murky depths.
Yeah. All right, hold it. Let's see if I have any fun predator abilities.
I'm gonna guess no. Because I don't remember there being any fun predator abilities in the first game.
Well, this is a different developer. Oh, I see. Crouch plus jump is leap.
Yeah, it's like Raziel. You gotta crouch before you get the big jump.
Or like Mario.
Ooh.
Razi Mariel. Hey man, thanks. Now I have this sick-ass spear.
You couldn't have helped me get up here, dude?
I am playing on hard, so there are no tutorial prompts. For some ungodly reason. Oh, these penis plants are shooting gas.
Talk to a doctor about that.
Here's another stupid thing that I appreciate about this game. They went to the trouble of making 3 separate UIs.
Yeah,
it's like Resident Evil 6.
In 2000 as well.
Yeah. Anyway. Thanks, bro.
Problem, bro.
Bro.
Here's a rad man.
How dare you?
Did you have to crouch to not be heard?
I don't know.
Yeah, how would you know without tutorials?
Listen, I'm a real gamer.
I know you are.
As we all know.
I'm also a real gamer. I just re-eat cheat, thank you very much. No apotsu, though. Did not get apotsu.
Reach you that bitch.
No.
I got Ron's. Okay, I talked a lot of shit, now I'm in last place. That's much, huh? Oh, third place, okay.
I should probably be doing stealthy shit, huh?
Yeah, they kind of made you do this in 2000 as well, which I was not a big fan of.
I have the cloak, yeah.
Cloak of invisibility.
Let's go.
We're gonna play the game so that we have tutorial prompts.
Is this we get the tutorial prompt that says, like, not all fights are meant to be won. Sometimes you need to sneak by.
Came from this general area.
I'm not reading anything now.
Well, definitely some...
Oh, there's a trophy. I gotta rip off their heads.
Nice. Yeah, people not fighting back don't seem like they'd be a very good trophy.
What is that?
You know, sometime in between when I last played Monolith and now, it got about 10,000% hornier. And it was already pretty horny.
A free-to-play game?
Some of these screens that show up in between you getting into a match and going back to the main menu are, like, borderline pornography.
Borderline Pornography is the name of my new album.
No, borderline pornography, the name of your sex tape.
Great! Fucking great. He does the thing from Predator.
He did the thing?
Yeah, you stab yourself with the thing to heal.
They're giving you what you want.
It's true.
What you want?
So tell me what you want. What do you really, really want? Wanna?
I bought it now.
Oh.
Not like I already have a half dozen in front of me right now, but yes.
It's fine,
I
I'm
wanted
getting
to
all these
support-
skulls.
I wanted to support Obsidian.
It's a pretty good game.
It also sounds like that game is doing fine.
Fine. Yeah.
Good.
Movement!
Where?
From that cave! Let's go!
Boo. How do I recharge my energy, though?
Not stab yourself, maybe stab somebody else? Is it all stabbing based?
Yeah.
The energy surge came from this general...
I will say that in AvP 2000, the Predator campaign is also by far the worst. The Alien one is fun, for no other reason than you're just going up on ceilings and pouncing on people. But the Predator one was definitely just like, oh, I'm just kind of worse at everything, huh?
What the hell's going on? We just lost contact with Group 2.
Excuse me, I need your head. In order to prove my strength as a warrior.
Maybe it makes sense that none of these guys are actually good at fighting. Like, are they just like big game hunters from America, where it's just like a bunch of rich fucks that pay other people to basically line up a kill for them? And then they just
Probably.
stand in front of the body?
Oh, absolutely.
So when you think about like the elite, like at best B tier, but usually not video game output studios, I think of like Titus and Plane. Like, cause that's kind of what these Alien vs. Predator games became. They became like standbys because they had a brief period where they were very relevant for.
Yeah, I mean,
crowd,
Rebellion... Listen, this is not a slight against Rebellion, but I think Rebellion is like the definition of a B-tier developer. And I think that new Sniper Elite game is fine, because it's just fucking Sniper Elite.
Yeah.
But yeah, Monolith.
You never did save that cat in Shogo.
Yeah, what a shame.
That old lady and her cat.
Yeah, or the shitty hit scan enemies. Oh, I got getting my trophy. Yep.
Movement!
Where?
need your head. Look how many little pips I have next to my skull. Meter.
Good job.
I don't know what that does.
I'm sure your alien mom is going to be very proud of you when you get home.
No, my predator mom.
Sorry.
Oh, hey, what's up, Dad? Oh, fuck yeah!
Did you finally get a gun?
No, I got the disc. Which is like a gun, but better.
I have not watched Predator or Predator 2 in at least a decade, so...
Have you seen Prey? The one
I
with
have
the...
not.
Where it's a Native American fighting the Predator. In, like, the 1700s. It's pretty good.
Movement! Where?
No pots again.
Cave. Hold your positions.
Oh, you can just turn it into chunks, huh?
Yeah, man. Lift
Why are
tech,
you always
baby.
doing that? Hey. With my hand.
You can't get away from me very quick.
Oh wow, that body just Crisco on the bottom of that thing and on the ground. Just...
Okay.
Where'd my disc go? Oh. Well now.
Stay lively. More hostiles possible. Clear. I'm seeing all clear. Bravo team reporting targets down. 2 contained. Tell the doctor the AMPs are a success. Load cargo for immediate evacuation. Please confirm number of contained specimens. 2 confirm. Request shift to status green. Negative, soldier. Status is still red. We have no positive head count. Stay sharp. Commit search. Keep trying. We need to evacuate those people ASAP. Something big's going on. Go to their position now.
See the news about Michelle Trachtenberg?
Michelle Trachtenberg? Oh, the Harriet the Spy?
Yeah, or Eurotrip. What was the name? It wasn't Eurotrip, was it? What's that goddamn movie? Buffy.
Who was she in Buffy?
She was her sister.
Oh.
She was a very controversial figure.
I love controversy.
Because her character is basically inserted out of nowhere. Although that's kind of part of the story.
Am I seeing things?
Little, unnerving when celebrities are underage.
Oh yeah, when someone who is like our age. Yep.
Yeah, she's, I think,
39.
40 years older. Yeah, so.
Oh, and they were making fun of TV shows adding random new characters? Sure.
They do a good thing with that, though. When she's literally like a weird insert by a force, and nobody thinks anything weird about it. They eventually figure out what's happening. It's good show.
Yeah. It seems like the Buffy fan base is
I've had the spear gun this entire time?
Fantastic. Sure would have made that part easier early on.
Well, maybe I just got the spear gun and the disc.
Yeah, but at least everybody who's involved with that thing seems to just talk shit about Joss Whedon.
Yeah.
So it feels like there's a good unity there. I still think it's very funny that Marsden, the actor that played Spike, like, we basically just got super upset that Spike got popular and like told him that like to make sure you never get any work again. And of course, he went on to be a main cast member, eventually main cast member. Angel also.
Oh, that's pretty good. It pins the heads. They get pinned to the wall.
I should mention that what I was referencing was not him. I was more talking about the recent news with Michelle Trachtenberg.
Yeah.
Passing.
It's a bummer.
Yeah. Liver failure at 39.
Way too young.
Fuck.
That's gonna be you if you keep drinking.
I don't.
Yes. I think I drink the most out of this group, and I don't think I've had alcohol in like months.
Well, okay, I do drink, but when I do drink, I drink. But it's like once every 2 weeks. And it's like, Brayden, I'm drunk. It's like, I fucking hate you when you're drunk.
Are you a
Oh, I
happy
love
person?
that
Like you'd be
he
a
makes a
happy
little.
No, I usually just pick a topic and just talk about it nonstop.
Hey guys, I found another listicle.
I did. I do find.
How do you feel about child marriage?
Wait, what?
Tell me, Mr. Cato Institute.
I never was a part of that part.
Again,
I was part of the immigration.
I just like to be on record as saying that I'd like it if kids weren't married.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just want to get that out
like
there.
Oh, did they steal my fellow Predators?
Before some other news drops.
All right.
Yeah.
I love that the Predator goes when you get a headshot with the spear gun. This game is amazing. 10 out of 10.
Review it again.
Yeah.
Just a shitty little chuckle.
Just going. Yeah.
I got 18,000 point Hanuman. I'm very happy.
Oh, that's wonderful, sweetie. I'm so glad you got the Hanuman.
I don't know why you use that voice to respond.
The Jewish mother voice.
They're watching a lot on Nanny, so I'm okay with it.
You know, I'm just saying.
Really just stress your adenoids.
I did it. Yeah, the Predator loves his job.
Wait, was that all just to find one alien?
It was a Praetorian, but yeah. Oh, these Weyland-Yutani thugs, they need to be decapitated. Oh no, they took my Predators! They stole my fellow Predators.
Dad Predator.
I gotta stealth and shoot them with my sick disc. It does the thing you want it to. It does the 3 triangles, and then you go ba 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 ba, and then you throw the disc.
I like trying.
Oh, yeah!
No, don't you mean...
Hot take.
Yeah.
I think there are more better Predator movies than there are Alien movies. Because there's Predator 1, which I think is a good movie. I like Predator 2.
Yeah.
I like the Predators movie with Adrian Brody where they drop him on the alien planet and they just have to survive. The Predator is a fucking abomination, and Prey is good. There's 4, debatably maybe 3 good movies. There's 2 good Alien movies. 1, 2, everything else is not great.
Yeah, I'd agree.
You could make. I've listened to people make arguments about 3.
I'm sure the assembly cut of
issue.
3s.
Use your motion trackers and search by teams.
Like, 3 being a bad movie is not David Fincher's fault, clearly. Like, that's well documented. But there are 2 good Alien movies.
Yeah.
But they keep making them.
Yeah, well, because Ridley Scott
Ridley Scott likes money, and he does not care.
I will say this. That goddamn Gladiator 2 is a fun fucking time, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun movie.
Is it cinema? Yes.
Yes.
Here's the sound.
But yeah, man. Fucking Denzel Washington fucking living his best life in that film. Oh, it was so good. God damn Denzel. I want that version of Denzel.
Fun
At
Denzel.
least one more time.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I hadn't had that in a long time.
God, he's so unhinged in that movie. Like, he manages to be more of a scenery chewer and unhinged, provides a more unhinged performance than the syphilitic twink boy emperor with a
Hail
monkey
Dondas.
slave.
Yeah, Hail Dondas.
Like, he outdid that. God bless him.
Yeah, listen, Paul Mescal is... He's fine in that movie. But...
End of sentence.
End of sentence. And, you know, it's like his first major film role as, like, a lead. But you're competing against Denzel.
Like, a Denzel that's like, you know what, I'm done with that Equalizer shit. I want to just have fun.
And also, the fucking, yeah, twin piss boy emperors, who the actors explicitly based on Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah. And then also, Ridley Scott not giving a fuck. Ridley Scott made a more over-budget, bloated movie that was better and more watchable than goddamn fucking Megalopolis.
Yep. I mean, Megalopolis is good, though.
All right, it's heading our way. Snipers, shoot on sight.
Yeah, that's what you said last time when we talked about it.
Yeah. I like running away and going tee hee hee hee. Oh, I see. I can't. They're Weyland-Yutani androids. So the thermal vision does nothing.
They're so fucking good.
Oh yeah, like the idea
Just
that
silently falling behind you, keeping pace.
Yeah. Hello. Do you need anything? Are you requiring of assistance? Please do not resist.
You are not supposed to be here.
You are not supposed to be here, innit?
That's definitely what they sounded like.
Yeah. I also like that they're the shitty off-brand androids that most people can afford, most corpos can afford. that's backwards. Maybe video games did need objective markers. Oh, I see. You have to go up there. It would help if the level's not all the same color. You know. No one understood yet that, like, there were ways to guide the player.
Visually. With cues.
Like, I don't know. I still think about playing Left 4 Dead with the commentary.
Oh, yeah.
And them talking about, like, using light to guide the player towards where they need to go. Also talking about how each character needs a, you know, a unique silhouette.
Sure.
Anyway, we did it. We beat the level.
A lot of games have tried to, like, capture the almost procedural nature of Left 4 Dead, but they haven't quite captured it. All these, like, Left 4 Dead clones.
I think Darktide and Vermintide are pretty good.
Yeah, I'd take those over.
I don't know. I feel like there's a, like, frenetic...
There is a purity to Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah, that's more what I'm thinking. There's less of a need with, like, compared to Vermintide to, like, actually explain shit. It's like, they're over here, shoot them.
No, you can't really plan in Vermintide. It's just...
It's reacting.
Good, yeah, get good at killing things and not think ahead.
These are very big levels.
That is a big level.
This is them showing off the engine. This is them showing off whatever their current version of Lithtech was. Hey, Chris, you know what another game used Lithtech?
What?
Might and Magic 9.
Yeah, baby.
What if, I'll say it again, here's my pitch for an episode we could do, is sequels to games we've already covered. So that way we could play Grandia 3 and Might and Magic 7. One of those games
No, we're playing
good.
Grandia Extreme.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
Grandia Extreme, you dipshit.
Yeah, of course. Never mind, you're right.
I'm not wrong.
No, you're not.
We're gonna play the bad one.
Yatsu, sell me your copy of Grandia Extreme, if you're listening. Yeah, they didn't need to fit this on an Xbox, you're right.
No, they made an Xbox version of it.
They didn't? That's why, because...
Oh, that's what you were saying.
Yeah.
Grandia 3 is actually fine. It's just the slowest game in the entire series. And the Grandia 1 is also slow, but man, Grandia 3 is fucking slow.
I've never played. That's the one with the airship, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the one with the airship.
Oh, Jesus.
It relies a lot more on temporary companions, party members, even more so than 2.
I mean, 2 just has Lion Man.
That
yeah, the
gets
first
swapped
game is a little bit
for
more about
Piss
people who
Baby.
leave.
Piss Baby Prince Boy. Yeah, the first game has people who leave, but like there's a lot of them. 3. And also it is more by the numbers anime horseshit.
Speaking of by the numbers, how do you feel about a dungeon that's based on water a dungeon that's based on fire, a dungeon that's based on wind, and a dungeon that's based on earth in Grandy Extreme.
That sounds great.
Well, that sounds awesome. Are there fan servers for Grandia online still?
Didn't realize that was a thing.
Yeah. I don't think that ever came outside of Japan. But,
This is high ground. Probable enemy contact. Roger. Target acquired.
Developed by GameArts, so some element of GameArts was involved with it.
I bet they're... Because all they've done recently is, like, remasters of Grandia and other games. I bet they're, like, one of those, like, not technically dead studios, but totally dead.
I mean, they're part of Gung Ho, right?
Yes.
So
maybe they're doing, like, backup work?
The original game was called Dexter.
I remember the Sylphie series.
Anyway, how is Vandal Hearts treating you?
It's good. I just had a hard thing today. I did one of the challenge maps to get the special thing, and then a map where, like, you're being attacked by enemies you can't really feasibly beat. Although I think you could technically win, but it's like it's very precise about where you can move your characters without getting people killed.
Oh, is it a fucking puzzle map, basically?
Yeah, so I basically did 2 puzzle maps in a row, and I was like, you know what? That's enough. That game in general has some better, like, I think, map objective design than, like, Fire Emblem does.
So, mentioning that I remember liking the very first Sylphie game reminded me that there's a Project Sylphie for the Xbox 360, which I also played.
There's also a Vandal Hearts for the Xbox 360.
Yeah. I just want to say this. Project Sylphie has maybe the single greatest section of a Wikipedia page for a video game I have ever seen. This is incredible.
It's looking at the other series that GameArts make, because I've never heard of Gun Griffin or Elysia Dragoon.
Isn't Gun Griffin a shmup?
I mean, so is Sylphie. It's a vertical shooter.
Okay, this game wants me to go down a very narrow...
Oh, Elysia Dragoon is like a side-scrolling platformer. Like Phallus. But probably better, because that's probably a safe assumption.
What even is this?
How you feeling, Brayden?
It's late in our
I was feeling worse.
Well, you know, the immune system is actually stronger during mornings. So that's
really? Because I felt like shit this morning.
Well, that's the reason why, is that it's a sign that your body is usually at its strongest and trying to combat infections more.
Alright, what if I were to tell you that they made Elysia Dragoon in conjunction with Gynax?
I would say, of course they did.
So, Anno probably had his hands maybe briefly on Elysia Dragoon. He's drawing something, maybe.
I mean, you know, Princess Maker 2, baby.
Remember Colonial Marines? What was it called? What was that game called that we played?
Aliens, Colonial Marines?
Yes. What a game.
The ultimate speedrunner game, because you really do just want to keep running. But man,
I don't regret that. I thought that was fun.
No, the only part that I regret, or actually the part that I remember the most, is when we played that DLC, and the start of the DLC was awesome, and we were all completely on board. And then we got to mission 2, and it's like, man, fuck this.
Oh, I remember, like, a miserable, like, hallway that led to, like, the last stand area you're in, and we were just doing that for...
Okay, I basically cannot uncloak. Okay. So it'd be like this, huh?
It'd be like that.
It'd be like this. I'm going to save.
It can be like this, or it can be like that.
But yeah.
And is Joku still playing Yakuza?
No, he switched to Avowed a while ago. I'm trying to keep track. I'm about to play Yakuza as soon as I finish Vampire, so I don't want to see 5.
All right. There are 5 protagonists this time.
No, they're not.
That's why it's called Yakuza 5.
No. Don't say that.
It's the sequel to Yakuza Dead Souls.
Good night.
Good night.